warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Tiara Septiana Hendrika Putri.
Hello everyone, my name is Nadia Arsika.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Zakir Ramadan.
I'm Syahri Nabila Aprilia.
My name is Sandy Fadila Janti.
Openness and productivity of word classes. Open classes of words such as nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs are flexible and allow for the creation of new words. These categories can easily grow as language evolves. Closed classes of words such as prepositions, conjunctions, and pronouns are more rigid and rarely introduce new terms. Certain morphemes, the smallest units of meaning, are productive and can be used to create many new words. Examples include suffixes like lie, able, meant, pre, and in. Neologisms. Neologisms are newly formed words. While some are easily accepted into the language, others are not as productive. For example, the word basin might be rare and unlikely to develop further forms, while a historical inflection like n, as in accent, is no longer widely used. In modern English, new words often adapt to technological and cultural changes, such as Google becoming a verb meaning to search the internet. Compounding. Compounding is when two or more roots are combined to form a new word. For instance, the word bunkhouse comes from bunk and house. It's a common process in English that creates words like cross trainer or veggie burger.
So let's talk about acronym formation. Acronyms are words formed by taking the first letters of multiple words and pronouncing them as a single word. For example, NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Unlike initialisms like FBI or where each letter is pronounced separately FBA, acronyms are pronounced as a full words, like NASA is pronounced NASA. Acronyms are popular because they are shorter, easier to say and remember compared to the full phrase. They often represent organization or movements. An example is a MAT, or Mothers Against Drunk Driving, where the acronym also reflects the group's emotion or being mad about drunk driving. Example acronyms: 1. NASA, or National Aeronautic and Space Administration. 2. MAD, or Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Let's move to foreign word borrowing. Foreign word borrowing happens when one language adopts words from another language due to cultural contacts such as trade or travel. English has borrowed many words from various languages. Some of these words stay the same as in their original language, while others change slightly over time. For example, the French word chauffeur, meaning driver, is used in English in the same form. However, the Spanish word estampida became stampede in English. Many words from French, Italian, Spanish, and even Native American languages have entered English. Example borrowed words from French: recipe, road, golfer, camouflage. From Spanish: fiesta, taco, rodeo, lasso. From German: sauerkraut, noodle, pretzel, kindergarten.
Today I'm going to talk about clipping and blending. First thing is clipping. So clipping, as the word implies, basically is snipping a sections of a word to form a shortened form. For example, gas is clipped from gasoline, phone is clipped from telephone, gym is clipped from gymnasium. Some other examples from recent day is app from application, and other examples is stat from statistics, fan from phonetic, perm from permanent wave, exam from examination, dorm from dormitory, bus from omnibus, narc from narcotic agent, cords from corduroy, detox from detoxification. And the last examples is block from weblog and many other examples. If you are wondering, are there any types of clipping? The answer is yes. There are 4 types of clipping. The first one is back clipping. Back clipping is essentially removing the end of a word, as in gas, from gasoline. The second is fore clipping. Fore clipping is removing the beginning of the word, as in gator, from alligator. The third one is middle clipping. Middle clipping is retaining the beginning of a word, as in flu, from influenza. So the last is complex clipping. Complex clipping is removing multiple parts from multiple words, as in sitcom, from situation comedy. So the next is blending. Blending is the process of taking 2 or more words, and it's called compounding. Clipping parts of one or more of the words and then combining them. The new word is a blend carrying a bit of meaning from each of its parts. Blend are often used for results of technology, such as the words nylon and betatron. Nylon is formed by combining phenyl and rayon. Betatron is combining of beta, ray, and electron. Blends can be a type of abbreviation, as illustrated by the word Amerind, American Indian. It can be a playful way to form words, as exemplified by Mimsy, which Lewis Carroll, author of the poem Jabberwocky, created from miserable and flimsy. Blends can be echoic, associating types of sound, as with blurt, blow, and spurt. They can label things that are intermediate between 2 other things, such as the word brunch come from the word breakfast and lunch. Other examples of blends are sitcom, situation comedy, motel, motor hotel, telethon, television and marathon, Eurasia, Europe and Asia, carjacking, car and hijacking, and email, electronic and mail. Notice that in the last example, electronic is clipped back to just E.
Language is constantly evolving, and new words are born every day. In this video, we will explore 2 fascinating processes of word formation. It's a derivation and back formation. Let's get into it! Derivation is the process of creating a new word by adding prefixes or suffixes to a base word. For example, let's take the word happy. When we add the prefix on, we create the word unhappy. Here the meaning changed to indicate the opposite feeling. This process not only changes the meaning but also can change the part of speech. But that's not at all. If we add the suffix ness to happy, we get happiness, transforming the adjective into noun. Derivation helps us understand the concept of openness and predictivity in language. We can turn verbs into nouns, like example, teach into teacher, or adjective into verbs like modern into modernize. The more prefixes and suffixes we have, the more words we can create, showcasing the richness of language. Now, let's talk about back formation. This process involves removing a suffix from an existing word to create a new word. Let's look at the example. Editor is a noun that refers to a person who is responsible for preparing a material for publication, often overseeing the content, style, and structure of documents. The or suffix indicates someone who performs a specific action related to the base verb. And when we remove the or suffix from editor, we create a verb edit. This transformation shifts the focus from the person performing the action to the action, typically to improve clarity or correctness. Next, donation is a noun that refers to the act of giving. Often in charitable contexts, the "ian" suffix indicates a process of state related to the verb. It changed the meaning into "to give back formation" is often a reaction to existing words, showing how language adapts and simplifies over time. To clarify the difference in derivation, we add prefixes or suffixes to expand or modify a word's meaning. In back formation, we remove that we think is an affix, even if it wasn't originally an affix, to create a new word. Derivations add prefixes or suffixes to create new words, while back formations remove parts of a word to form something new. Both play a huge role in how our language grows and evolves. Understanding these processes gives us insights into the proficient language. Whether it's through derivation, back formation, or other methods like blending or clipping, words evolve to meet the needs of communication.
Eponyms, people's names. Eponyms are words that come from people's names. They are often used to describe things or ideas named after someone who invented or discovered them. For example, Darwin's finches are birds named after Charles Darwin. The saxophone was invented by Adolphe Sax. Boycott comes from Captain Carlos Boycott, whose workers refused to deal with him. These words help keep people's contribution alive in everyday language. The etymology of given names. Etymology is the study of the origin words, including names. Many given names have meanings and histories based on culture and language. For instance, Aaron comes from a Hebrew name meaning exalted or high mountain. Andrew is from a Greek word meaning manly. Some names gain popularity because of literature or media, like Heidi, from a German word for noble, or Lucy, from the Latin word for light. Parents often choose names based on these meanings or family tradition. Trade names. Trade names are brand names that sometimes become so common they are used for all similar products. For example, Xerox started as a brand for photocopier but now refers to copying in general. Google has become a verb meaning to search for something online, even though there are other search engines. The meaning of words can change. Words often change meaning over time. For example, butcher originally referred to someone who slaughtered goats, but now it refers to anyone who sells or prepares meat. Girl used to mean a young person or either gender, but now specifically refers to a female child. Silly once meant happy, but today it means foolish. Language constantly evolves, and words may become more specific or even reverse in meaning.